Imagine waking up every day with a sense that you're meant for more, but something is missing. You've got drive, ambition, maybe even a few achievements under your belt, but still, you're stuck. Not because you're broken, not because you're not good enough, but because you're missing the one thing that separates those who live with purpose from those who live in regret. It's not money, it's not talent, it's not even connections. It's skills, the right skills, and here's the truth. Skills can be learned, developed, and sharpened. They are the tools that shape your future. And right now, no matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, you are just one skill set away from unlocking the life you know deep down you're capable of living. Let me be real with you, the people winning at the highest levels of life, they weren't born with superpowers. They built habits, they built discipline, they mastered the ability to learn fast, pivot quickly, and execute relentlessly. The question isn't whether you can succeed. The question is, are you ready to build the skills required to get there? Because everything changes when you do. People love to say that person is just naturally gifted, as if greatness is something you're born with. But let me tell you something that will change your life. It's not about talent. Talent is a myth when it becomes an excuse. Talent may give someone a head start, but it's skills that win the race. You've been lied to if you think you need to be born with some rare gift to succeed. That belief is what keeps people average. What separates the extraordinary from the ordinary is that they made a decision to stop relying on what they were born with and start building what they needed. You weren't born with a map, but you can build a compass. Think about athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders. What makes them rise? It's not magic, it's not luck, it's not talent. It's the relentless pursuit of mastery. It's showing up every single day and sharpening the blade. And here's the kicker, skills are transferable. Once you build them, no one can take them away from you. They work in every industry, every situation, every stage of life. You can lose money, lose people, lose opportunities. But if you've built the skills, you can rebuild anything. So you need to ask yourself, are you leaning on your excuses or are you leaning into your growth? Because you don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your preparation. And your preparation is made of one thing, skills. Now let's get real. If you want success, not the kind you talk about, but the kind you feel, the kind that transforms everything, you need to master the core skills that drive results. These aren't random, these are universal. And when you own them, you own your future. The first one is emotional mastery. Let's start there because nothing else works if you don't get this right. Life will test you. People will let you down. Things will go wrong, but your ability to manage your state, your energy, your focus, your emotions, that's your superpower. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You train your emotional fitness just like your physical fitness. Reps, routines, rituals. Change your state, and you change your decisions. Change your decisions, and you change your destiny. Next up, communication. Look, if you can't communicate, you can't connect. If you can't connect, you can't lead. And if you can't lead, you're always going to be following someone else's vision. The quality of your life is the quality of your communication. How you speak to others, how you listen, how you speak to yourself. Words shape belief, belief shapes action. Master this and you master influence. Now let's talk about discipline and consistency. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. If you only show up when it feels good, you'll never get anywhere that matters. Discipline is doing what's necessary, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. It's waking up early when no one's watching. It's sticking to your process when the results haven't come yet. Discipline is how amateurs become professionals. The fourth skill, adaptability. If you're not flexible, you're fragile. The world is changing fast. Technology, markets, culture, everything. The people who win are not the ones who resist change, but the ones who embrace it. If you can pivot, if you can learn fast, if you can stay hungry, you become unstoppable. You go from surviving to thriving, and finally, strategic thinking, problem solving, the ability to step back and see the game. Anyone can work hard, but success isn't just effort. It's direction, strategy, knowing when to say yes, when to say no, understanding leverage, seeing patterns, thinking long term. This is where good turns into great. These 5 skills: emotional mastery, communication, discipline, adaptability, and strategy, they are not just nice to haves, they are the foundation of every breakthrough. Build them, and you don't just chase success, you become it. There's one skill people almost never talk about, but it's the one that makes all the others possible. It's invisible to the eye, but it's the loudest force inside your mind itself: belief. Because let's be honest, you can learn every strategy, read every book, go to every seminar, but if deep down you don't believe you're worthy of success, you'll sabotage it every single time. You've got to believe in your own story before anyone else will. And that doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see yourself not as you are, but as you could be. It's seeing failure not as proof you're not good enough, but as a stepping stone toward mastery. Every person who's ever changed the world had to first change what they believed about themselves. They had to break through the voice that said, "You're not ready, you're not smart enough, you're too late, or you don't have what it takes." And maybe you've heard those voices too. But here's the truth: they're liars. They were built by fear, by the past, by people who couldn't see your potential. You don't have to listen to them anymore. Self-belief isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, one decision at a time. You build it by doing what you said you would, by showing up when you feel like quitting, by becoming your own biggest fan instead of your harshest critic. Because once you believe in yourself truly, unshakably, everything changes. The limits disappear, the excuses fall away, and the life you've been dreaming of, it starts becoming real, not someday, now. So how do you actually build these skills, not just in theory, but in your real, everyday life? It starts with your rituals, because success isn't some huge dramatic moment. It's the result of what you consistently do when no one's watching. You want emotional mastery? Start your day with intention. Don't wake up and scroll. Wake up and prime. Take 10 minutes to breathe, to focus, to visualize the life you're creating. Set your emotional tone before the world sets it for you. You want to be a powerful communicator. Practice every day, talk to strangers, ask better questions, record yourself speaking, watch how you listen. Communication isn't just about words, it's about energy, presence, clarity. It's a muscle, train it. You want discipline? Create structure, build routines, don't wait until you feel motivated. Set a time, set a space, commit to a small daily win, then stack it. The more you keep promises to yourself, the more powerful you become. You want to adapt faster, read every day, watch less drama, consume more growth, find mentors, podcasts, people who stretch your thinking. The fastest learners become the fastest earners. Be obsessed with learning, not once a week, but every day. You want to think strategically, reflect, journal, get quiet, step away from the noise and look at the big picture. Ask what's really working, what's not, where's the leverage. Don't just react. Design your moves like a chess player, not a checker piece. And here's the truth. None of these rituals take hours, they just take intention. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. You just need to own your morning, guard your mind, and take control of your habits. Because the life you want isn't built by motivation. It's built by rituals, daily, deliberate, non-negotiable, and when you stack those up, the results aren't just possible, they're inevitable. What's actually holding you back? Because if we're honest, you already know some of what you need to do. You've heard the podcasts, read the books, watch the videos. You've even had moments of motivation, but the results still aren't showing up the way you want. Why? It's not a lack of information. It's not even a lack of time. It's the patterns, the invisible habits, the stories you keep telling yourself. Maybe it's procrastination, putting off the hard things because comfort feels safer. Maybe it's fear of failure, fear of judgment, or even fear of success. Or maybe it's comparison, watching what everyone else is doing and forgetting to focus on your path. Whatever it is, you have to face it head on. You have to name it, expose it, and break it. Because here's the deal, you can't fix what you won't face. And if you keep lying to yourself, saying, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm just too busy right now, you're building a prison made of excuses. This is the moment to take back control, to raise your standards, to stop negotiating with your old self. Ask yourself, who do I need to become? What am I no longer willing to tolerate? What would my life look like if I truly committed right now? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest. Honest enough to admit what's holding you back. And brave enough to do something about it. Because change doesn't happen when you're comfortable. Change happens when you're committed. This is it. The moment where everything shifts. The moment where this doesn't just stay a motivational video, but becomes a turning point in your life. Because here's the truth, the skills, the mindset, the strategy, it's all worthless without action. Without commitment, without ownership, you've got dreams, big ones, and they're not crazy, they're not too far away, but they will never become real if you keep living by your past instead of your potential. So I challenge you, not tomorrow, not next week, right now, to make a decision, to draw the line, to commit to 30 days of focus, 30 days of building real skills, 30 days of discipline, communication, emotional strength, learning, and belief. Will it be hard? Yes. Will it be uncomfortable? Definitely. But will it be worth it? More than you can imagine. Because once you build these skills, nobody can take them from you. Once you change who you are at the core, you never go back. You'll start speaking differently, showing up differently, thinking differently, and people will feel it, and maybe they won't recognize you anymore. Good, because you didn't come here to stay the same. You came here to become unrecognizable. To everyone who doubted you, including the old version of yourself. So stand up, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, this is the beginning. You are not your excuses. You are not your failures. You are the habits you commit to. You are the skills you choose to master, and you are the life you're ready to claim. Now go build it.